porting out over there. I mean, it wasn't too bad, but honestly, I think it's this stage where I realized that we kind of need wards pretty bad to keep whereabouts of Nunu well known. Let's see. And so let's see, and then bottom. So one of the other key problems I had this game is the fact that it was very hard to keep track of bottom while I was also fighting top, because for the most part, bottom was just Fiddles being really, really bad. So here's where things kind of devolve. You see the Nunu, I taunt them away. Honestly, what Warwick should have done in that situation was probably jump on the Nunu to stop his ult, but he didn't, and it kind of put a really bad spot there. And then I mentioned that I need to really grab wards. Yeah. Kind of a terrible spot there. So we lose a turret here, kind of a crap time. Right now I'm 0-1-0. Usually it's not too bad for me to die this early like this because I'm a tank and it doesn't really affect me that bad. I realize I have to buy some boots, so I'm pretty sure I get boots here. I have a little bit of money, so I pick up a couple of wards, or a couple of potions and a ward. Just so I can kind of, you know, try to defend. So I move up here. So I catch the Jax, and he starts taking turret damage. We're chasing after him. I catch the Shen, and this is where we just start kind of easily netting kills on him. Easily netting kills here because honestly, we've got two really good chasers. We just don't quite have the, there it is. We just don't quite have the range just yet. But it wasn't too bad. You know, I took a couple turret shots, but that's pretty much what it's all about as Shen. Usually take a little bit of turret damage. And honestly, with my build setup, it's not that bad. Right now I have 114 armor, so I take 53% reduced damage. And turrets do physical, so it's not that hard. They do, however, at this stage have that they have that armor penetration, which is pretty bad. But it doesn't really affect you that badly when you're building, when you have a tank, especially a tank like Shen that is a little bit more armor and health centric. Let's see, so yeah, I mentioned that Nunu and Jax are here. Shen, I think at this stage would be back. Yeah, Shen missing. Chances are, I'm pretty sure he comes back up here though. Yeah. So there's Jax. I kind of fuck around with him a little bit. He can't really that easily kill me, so I back up. Also caught a nice heal off the Soraka. Love the global heal. So you can see Jax coming down. I think I ping him. I ping him at this stage. I'm pretty sure to mark where he's going. They jump the car. They just kill him out pretty fast. And then I poured in, taunt the Jax. Fortunately, he immediately, you know, just kind of runs away. And it's a 3-on-4. Not the best game, but I'm kind of caught inside of everything. I think I'm dead here. Just so much damage output on their team. But overall, we got one. And, you know, our what is basically turns out to be our major damage, physical damage, and then our mid survives. So it's not bad. It's a reasonable trade. I think we got, what is it, 2 of 5 in that play. Because we took out, because the Karthus went down. Yeah, it wasn't. So far, it's not looking that bad. It's pretty even. You know, I've died twice, but I've got 3 assists. This game probably not my best Shen game ever. It's pretty bad, but it's nowhere near any of my worst games. So I've been playing kind of meh this entire time. And then, of course, our Fiddle going on and on about how it's his second account and all this crap. And then basically this is just us kind of trying to, or this is me just kind of defending the mid tower, not really caring too much about their damage output. I picked up another null magic mantle for a little bit more magic resist. Now I'm at let's see, 94 magic resist. So ignore a little under 50% of the magic damage. Here, unfortunately, our Soraka was a bit too far out. So yeah. So I'm slowly just gaining level and trying to get some last hits on stuff. So one of the biggest problems is the fact that, you know, our Fiddles basically sandbagging this entire game. And it's I don't know why I was saying so. I think I was typing, yeah. And then I brought up the fact that it's just you don't really play ranked if you can't play well. So if you're not up to playing, then you shouldn't really be playing ranked. And that's sort of the point you have to make. You can't really play you shouldn't really be playing ranked, especially. But even normal games at this level, that when you're not really up to it, because it's a team game and it kind of sucks when your team's actually trying to win and you're just holding them back really badly. Here's where things get kind of interesting. The one thing that's interesting, if you watch my games like with other tanks that I play, Shen's one of those tanks that doesn't have a lot of damage early game. He's actually pretty weak in terms of damage, but he's got really good team play and position play. You know, Mundo is one of the tanks I play, and he's got a bit more damage output because he can do percentage-based damage. You have tanks like Amumu and Blitz, who have nice grabs and do reasonable damage as well. Cho'Gath, also another good damage tank. And so it's kind of weird. Shen is commonly banned in almost every game because of the fact that he doesn't really have the best damage output. So here's where things get really interesting. I ult the Fiddles to kind of keep him alive because they jump him. They realize that they can't get him once I've ulted though, so they back off. Here's where things get really interesting. I taunt into him. I hit him. We take him out. Unfortunately, one of the key problems with Shen is the fact that his taunt doesn't immediately cause the turret to draw to him, which is good and bad, but in most instances you actually want the turret to jump to you, so you have to lay your first shot on a target after the taunt, and it's a bit tough. So here, you can see I'm just kind of trying to block off some people, keep them from getting caught in anything. And overall, you know, things are just kind of, they're working out so far. We're 9-5. You know, I'm 0-2-6. Not the greatest score, but not the worst. We're slowly hitting that top tower with minion damage. I start going back. I think, oh right, because I've got a decent amount of money now. One of the key things that I find as a tank is that you can't really go back except when there's lulls in combat. Particularly when you don't have your ult as Shen, because if you can't get back to combat fast enough, there's really no reason for you to leave when there's going to be a team fight. But once you've already finished a team fight, it's not too bad. So Warwick says wards. Unfortunately, I don't really. This was one of those games that I didn't really buy very many wards. Usually I buy a bit more, but the flow of this game, it didn't really feel as ward necessary, I guess, if that makes sense. We had a bit more map control than they did, and had had ways of getting around a lot better. I'm pretty sure